How you doing, Pioneers? This is part 2 of the talking about pi economy and pi value and pi whatever. It's mjkk613.14. Unofficial pi. Through my eyes, the way I see it. And I forgot, I'm still a mod in Pioneer. In Pi app. mjkk613. Was getting through, kind of stepping back a little bit, the exchanges right now dictate crypto price. Economy is money moving. The money has to move to be an economy. Not trading on the exchanges. Trading stocks on the stock exchange isn't USA. The U.S. stock exchange is not the U.S. economy. Yes. Does it factor in? Does it play in? Are they connected? And yes, they are. And they always will be. But the stock exchange, when a company prints stock, they print X amount of stock, supply, with what's already out there. Demand sets that price for that company. And what the company's trying to do by selling stock is generate money, hard money, so they can keep expanding their business. That's basically what stock exchange is. Somebody's issued stock, you're paying money for the stock, you get the stock, they get the cash, but with stock you're getting a piece of the company. You are a piece of the company. Now if the company tanks, yeah, your stock is worth nothing. But now, with the stock exchange, it isn't that the stock exchange failed. There's no trading volume. Nothing's trading, nothing, okay? And companies are going out of business. Yeah. When the stock market crashes, the companies are going out of business. So that's a whole different model, and a whole different, okay? And that's what we've been built on to this point. That's part of that model. Crypto comes along, and it's changing the game, but it's changing it a lot slower than I think it should. Personally, 2000, Bitcoin launched like January 2009. If people would have seen what I hope they come to see now, Bitcoin could have done a lot more damage to the world as we know it. Bitcoin could have changed the world as we know it. Well, it is. Yes, it is. Snail's pace. Bitcoin could have done it overnight. Guaranteed. My opinion. No, just anyway. So, right now, crypto exchanges control that crypto's price. And the ones that are branching out to where you can go take it somewhere and buy something with it, that's also controlling their value. Buying power value. So if trading on the exchange says that coin is worth $1, and someplace is accepting that coin, and you can take that coin, you can get $1 worth of buying power value from it, dictated by the exchange. If that exchange says that coin is only worth 10 cents, and somebody's accepting it, and you take it, you have 10 cents worth of buying power value at that location, or wherever it is. Whoever is accepting it, you get 10 cents worth of value. Well, at $1, how many are you going to need to get whatever you want to get? At 10 cents, how many are you going to need to get whatever? If it's a penny, how many are you going to need to get what you want to get? Because the products that we're buying are set by today's prices, today's value, okay? So it's being thought about back because everybody's focused on Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is 50,000, 60,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever. It's in the thousands of dollars. It doesn't take a whole lot of coin to go buy something today. But it could, what was it, the start of last year it was down to $6,000. Yes, that was a big return if you sold it then. Okay? But it also gets into, no matter how you look at it, government's going to be around for a while. They're going to control capital gains. That's a no-brainer. Just figuring out how I'm doing whatever. Yes, the anonymity and the distributed ledger and all that. Yeah, that's a whole different issue about what's going on. But governments are not going to go down without. They're not going down without a fight. Or they want to get to, because they want to keep us where we're at. New money doesn't get to old money. New money doesn't. Old money won't let new money get there. It won't. They will regulate it. They'll shut it down. They'll do whatever. Okay. And as long as we're thinking in today, we will never get out of today. Pi is giving us a chance, an opportunity to take another step to get out of it. I'm not saying Pi is the one that's going to, but it's going to take another step in getting us closer to doing it. Okay. Bitcoin should have done it. All it did was take a step. Well, Pi, in my opinion, is taking the next step. Do I think it can get us out from underneath it? I do. If we do our part and do what we need, yes, I believe Pi could get us. But the way I see the community and stuff now, Pi will be just another step. Yeah. Pi will be just another step. Because people today, what I see today, watching all the news and stuff today, people are willing, freely, to give up their rights, to give up their whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Because they have us chasing them. As long as we're chasing them, we will never get out from under them. Because we're too blind to see. We are. Too blind to see that no matter how we do no matter what we do, we will never get out from underneath it. Look what they did to Zuckerberg. They shut his ass down. They shut him down. Because they knew. They knew. 2.5 billion people having their own currency in what he's already built. Okay. He's an entrepreneur. He sees opportunity. He took it. At least he went up against them. I mean, I don't know all of that about Zuckerberg and Facebook. I know but everybody's doing shady shit, so it really doesn't matter. Okay? But he was willing to take him on. He was willing to take him on. Kudos, man. Kudos. He may have done some shady stuff, but kudos. Willing to take him on. Which, thank you. And I'm thinking, because I think that also helped Pi get to where it's at today. Anyway, so Pi is looking to build an economy, to be a currency, a true currency, as a means of exchange for goods and services inside Pi community. Just us, man. For now, just us. Just us. You know, people talk, well, 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Well, 5, 10, 15 years down the road, yeah, you're still dreaming too small. You're still seeing too small. Okay? We gotta get, if Pi launches and we have built a strong enough economy inside, sky's the limit, guys. Sky is the limit. Okay? But people don't understand because they're looking at somebody else to give them worth. Looking at the exchanges to give Pi worth. And the ones that are forcing it on the exchange are looking to force it to the exchange to make money off of what they already know. Yeah. Everything so far has been pretty much a pump and dump. It's been a pump. And these guys, yes, that's why they're trying to hold Pi down to whatever it is. $100. Fucking joke. Okay. Pi cannot build an economy on a dollar, on a dime. Because the amount of Pi that it would take to buy something at $20, nobody's going to, not many are going to have it. And I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to spend it. Because I know what the value of Pi should be. And if it tanks, it tanks. But I'm not putting my pie out to get an economy going that you guys can't see. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And neither are a lot of other guys that have stacked coin. They're not going to do it because they know what pie should be. They know what pie economy should be. They know what pie value should be. They know what the power of pie or crypto can be. Yeah. Because to get pie economy going, we have to be able to buy stuff from each other at a reasonable amount of pie that we don't kill our stack. Now, in one respect, you can look at pie as a pyramid. People that were here in the beginning and I do want to say one thing. I listened to all these guys on these other videos that people that were here early are earning more than people that come in now. No, we're not. At each having the field levels. So the small group that was here to begin with mined a lot of pie early. Earned a lot of pie early on base rate. And as soon as they reached the plateau, the earlier group leveled out with the group that's there now. And they're all earning same base rate. That pool got a little bigger. Then, when they reached the next plateau, moved up, everybody on that plateau was making the same amount of pie base rate. So we were all earning the same amount of pie base rate. People that were here early or got in earlier had the opportunity to build a bigger stack of pie. We got rewarded for being that early because there was nothing. There was nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. Chat rooms and push a button. There was nothing, man. Nothing. We got rewarded for being here, supporting, helping build, because we are, I don't care what anybody says, we are part of pie development. We are a pie community. We are pie. We are pie. So, when we got to a million, when we hit 1 million people, everybody earns the same base rate after, when it halves, everybody earns the same base rate. So we are all earning the same base rate per hour for now. Okay, so yeah, we're all still early. You are going to be, if you're signing up right now, you will still be earlier than when we get to mainnet. Anything after mainnet will be half of what it is now, but we will all be earning that half. Okay, so as pi halves, that means the only way I can describe it is a pyramid, because if it started at 1,000 and went to 10,000 was one level, 100,000 was one level, with a million is one level, 10 million is one level, 100 million. Okay, and you can break up. Okay, so as we keep growing, the space between this one and this one is a majority. This is a minority. Now we're all here at the same level. When we get to the next one, this is a minority. This is becoming a majority. So when we get up to mainnet, or mainnet is the next halving. When we get to mainnet, that people coming in at 10 million, people that have come in from 10 million till the next halving will be like the lowest tier. So when you start figuring out average pie, that's where you have to start figuring. Not figuring out what 10,000 people had in the beginning. You have to figure out what 10 million people have in the amount of time that they've been here, as an average of what each person is holding. And we get, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks? We went from 10 million to 20 million in a few weeks. So there's not a whole lot. Each person is not holding a whole lot of pie out of all those people. We get to mainnet, and it halves again. The people coming in after mainnet will be holding very little pie. And to make an economy work, the people that are coming in at the very end, those are the ones that need to be comfortable spending their pie, using their pie, wanting to use their pie, willing to use their pie. It's not about hold and pump and do. No, it's about being willing to use. being able to use. That's how pi value is set. And we set that. Because if that person, if those people, that last group, because you're talking millions of people that have one pi. If we are the world economy. If those millions of people aren't willing to use or can't use their pi, we have no economy. We may as well pack it up and go find another project, because this one won't make it. If they're not willing to use their pi to buy something they want, or I'm gonna start with need, something they need, because I'm thinking of third world countries, man. If they can't buy something they need, pi has no economy. If pi has no economy, I don't care what the exchanges do. The exchanges, it won't matter what the exchanges do. They can list it for whatever they want. Pi won't survive. Pi supply overall is too big. Pi community is too big. Yeah. All of these millions of people are going to be rushing to the exchange for a penny. You got millions of people that have one or two pi trying to sell it. They may not even be able to sell it on the exchange. The exchange may have a limit before you can even sell. And if you got, say it's 100 pi at a penny, that's $1. So you just made $1. That ain't moving, man. That ain't raising the standard of living. That ain't shit. Okay? Because if we're looking for the exchange to set pi price, pi value, no, because they're looking at it to make money from a different angle. Pi's not about, now don't get me wrong on this, but I'm trying to, pi's not about making anybody in the community rich. It's not. That's not its goal. Will it happen? Yes. But it's not its goal. Its goal is for us to use it between us. Okay? One of the comparisons, one of the ways I can think of is swap meet. Big indoor swap meet. Big indoor swap meet. Mall site. These malls that they're building now that are like cities inside a city. Okay, a mall that size. Disneyland would probably be a good one. Okay, you go into Disneyland. Yes, you pay your ticket and fate and whatever it is. You go into Disneyland, and I don't know whether fate money is even good in there. You probably have to convert your fate money to Mickey Mouse money, Disney money, to be able to use in the park. So you take your fate. Take your fate and turn it into Mickey Mouse money, so you can enjoy your day at Disneyland. Okay? That's kind of pi. That is kind of pi, in a roundabout way. I mean, pi is not Mickey Mouse money. Pi is real, dude. Pi is real. Okay, but I'm just trying to get the concept of the only place Mickey Mouse money is good is in Disneyland. Okay, to start out, the only place pi money is good is inside the pi community, on a real life deal. Okay? So, if pi, the only place pi is good is inside the community, because nobody outside is going to accept pi. Nobody can buy big blocks of pi. There's none to buy. It's all inside the community. So, pi economy is inside the community to start with. All I'm talking about is starting prices. I'm not talking down the road prices. I'm talking about just getting it started. That's all we need to do is get it started. The rest will take care of itself. Okay? That's why you see these unofficial economies that are $100, $10. I don't know any that are trading below $10. Seriously, from the unofficial ones. So $10. I mean, $10 is a minimum base, man. Minimum base that pi value should start at. Buying power value should start at. If you start thinking at $10 and thinking about the millions of people in the community that only have less than 10 pi, because there's no way to sell it on the exchange yet, because the exchange hasn't listed. Okay? So you get in the mindset that, all right, now at $10 pi, I can go buy something. You know, somebody that has 5 pi can go buy a 5-gallon bucket of rice. Somebody that has 5 pi I mean, at $10, that's what? Buy $50. You can go buy a set of earbuds, or you can go, whatever. You know, $50 is worth a whole lot more than $5. But we have to start somewhere. The thinking has to start somewhere. That's pie economy. That's buying power value is value. That's what value is based on, is buying power value. Okay. Exchanges are on trading volume price. And the way it is now, exchanges dictate value. No, that's bad. No, they shouldn't dictate jack, man. Because they're crunching numbers, and right now they're crunching numbers, they don't even know what those numbers are. We are in control of what pie value is. Because what we're willing to stand pie, more comes down to people that are selling goods are willing to accept pie at. Yes, and it's going to take risk, and it's going to take taking a chance. It's going to take an investment. It's going to take to get it happen, to make it happen. If you start up any new business out, set pie aside, you're going to go start up some new business. I don't care what it is. Whatever businesses you're looking to start up, a t-shirt shop or an auto shop or selling records or helping, whatever. Okay? Donuts, food, whatever it is. You're not going to... Dude has a pizza place up here for sale. And he's asking $150,000 for it. And $150,000 for the pizza place. And he's got all the records and all the books that shows that the business is worth that. It might be a little high or whatever. Okay? And I'm going to go in and buy it. Well, I'm not going to go to the dude and say, hey, man, I want to buy it, but I ain't got nothing. I got like 50 cents in my pocket. But my payday's coming in. When my payday's coming in, I want to buy it. He's going to look at it and, yeah, okay, right. I ain't selling my business. Okay. So if I'm going to buy that business, I got to come up with what I need to do to buy that business today. Whatever it is. And if I can't afford to buy the business, I can't get into it. Okay. Pie is kind of the same. It's in that same spot. The payday will be there. Don't lose sight. The payday will be there. But it's going to take some risk and chance and whatever to get the economy started. And to get an economy started, if I'm going to take a chance, right? I know what my payday is. I know it's there. It will be there. It should be. I'm willing to take my bankroll and put it into products to supply to the public, to the community. That's not on you. Get out of my business. What I choose to do and how I choose to do it and how I choose to open my businesses up is none of your business. It's mine. And if I want to put my fortune into supplying the community goods, that's my business, not yours. How I'm going to get paid back is none of your business. It's mine. I figured it out already. I know what's going to happen. Okay? Am I looking to get wealthy right now? No. There's no way I can. Man, people can't even wake up and see what's going on. I know, but I'm taking a chance because I believe in pie. I believe in the project. I believe in crypto. I believe in crypto. Pie is just another crypto. Yeah, I believe in the power of crypto, and I know the power of crypto can change the world. It can change the situation we're in now. So and I know the economies are just drops in the bucket to 21 million people. I mean, you're talking a few thousand to 21 million. A few thousand isn't going to support the economy. A few thousand isn't going to make the economy go. And sending it to the exchange first is going to kill it because there won't be enough. They won't give pie enough value to be usable in an economy. They won't give pie enough value to be usable. No. Okay? So you have millions of people at a dime looking to buy a $20 item and they only got 10 pie or 20 pie or 50 pie or whatever. They don't have enough to even buy it. They don't even have enough to buy what they need for today. Okay? Now here's where pie sets itself apart. Okay? And like I said, minimum value, buying power value, should start at $10. I mean, we should start thinking at $10 minimum. And all these people putting stuff out on YouTube and all, pie's going to be the, 1,000 this, 200, whatever. No. We have to come together. We have to come together and come with the same mindset. And if $10 is where it needs to start, then that's where it needs to start. If we could get 10, 15 million people all saying that pie will be, this is what we're going to trade at, I'd be ecstatic. I would be ecstatic. Yeah. Because we're just looking at starting. We're looking at getting an economy started. I do believe, now this is my opinion, and I am behind it 100%. And all it is a starting guide, $100. Everybody in pie at $100 can use one pie to buy whatever they want to buy. And will be willing to spend pie. It's about being willing to spend pie. If I'm willing to accept it, and they're looking to buy it, and they get because buying power value, you have $10, $20, $50, whatever, that's your value, and you have somebody, a couple of places at $100, whatever, people are going to go to the $100 because that's where they're getting their value from. That's where they're getting the most for their pie, is the $100 places. People will go to the $100 place. And if you don't raise yours to $100, you're not going to stay in business because nobody's going to be shopping in your shops. That will automatically happen. Okay? The $100 is just a starting place for people being willing to spend it. Giving opportunity for stores to open up, places to open up, people to get into business. Man, pie is one of the biggest entrepreneur playgrounds right now that's ever existed before. That has ever existed before. Yeah. If you're an entrepreneur and you know anybody that's entrepreneurs, get them involved, man. Get them to look at pie. They'll see what the opportunities are. Entrepreneurs are people that can see an opportunity, I just lost it. They see the opportunity, or they see the need, they see the need, they supply the whatever's needed, and whatever. Those are entrepreneurs. They can see it. So, I believe pie will have some buying power value between $10 and $100. So, will pie have a value when it launches? Yes. That's the value that it will have when it launches. Now, how and what supports that value? It starts with us. One, it starts with us just being willing to do it. Just being willing to do it starts that value. That's it. Just being willing to do it. Well, I don't know. Well, you got your goddamn pie for nothing. You push the button. No, you earned it. No. What's earning it is taking the risk. That's what it's all. It's taking the risk and making it happen. Making the community ours. That's when you earn it. We should have been earning our pie. I've earned every bit of pie that I've got right now. I believe it. Without a doubt. I've earned every pie that I have. I don't have a lot, but I have enough. Okay. Pie is not free. So, us giving it, just believing in it, just believing in it between you and I. You have something to sell. You'll take. We don't. Doing the dance is crazy. Okay, we agree between us. Pie is $10. Let's make it $50. Let's make it at least reasonable. Okay, we agree between us. Pie is worth $50, and we do a business transaction for that $50. For pie at 50. We both walk away happy. You walk away with pie that you think is reasonable for it, and I walk away with a good. We're both happy. Okay? Well, the first, and all it takes is, yes, the few thousand people that are doing what they're doing have, a few, maybe under 10,000, whatever. I don't even know how the amount of transactions are anymore. It's got to be up there 6, 7, 8,000, 9,000 transactions. Okay? It's not enough transactions for a million people. Now, if you look at this, you take 21 million people, all say, all right, pie at $100, and I'm just using it. Okay? All of us make one transaction for pie at $100. That is pie's buying power. We all agreed on it. We all made one transaction. And we made it happen. We just did 21 million transactions. No, we just did 42 million transactions if we each did one. right? Yeah. Because we've got to deal with somebody inside the community. It should come out close to 42 million transactions. That just set pi value. Now what will support pi value is pi protocol. Pi blockchain. Pi blockchain, the protocol of pi, and that, I don't even want to get into Stellar and all that other bullshit that goes with it. Okay? Pi blockchain. The protocol that has been written, has been designed, has been, okay? That is the next level in supporting that value. So we said it. The blockchain will support it. If the blockchain can handle that many transactions at one time or throughout that day, whatever it is, all those transactions, that has just proven itself. If pi can process 30, 40 million transactions in a day, it just said it just that value will be there, no matter what. Okay. Then the dApps that are being built and the user interface that will come with that and the dApps cements that all together, man. Now, I haven't followed, and I've been kind of down the last few days. I don't know where the dApps are at, but I do know there are some. Now, I'm not sure whether they're totally related on the Pi platform, or they are third-party dApps that have been created that are accepting Pi that will probably tie to the platform. Well, if you have a user interface that you can come in and just shop on, is a big start. Big start. And then you take in all the other stuff that people want, dating apps and just chats or whatever dApp you can think of is in Pi. That just cemented that value, man. And we need to do that just before Pi launches. Because if all of us in the community are being able to get what we need and be able to get some of the wants we want, and it's about moving. So whatever we determine by that, now you don't jump the gun. We just need to get it going in here. And I know where I believe Pi should be, but right now I'm willing. If we could come into an agreement on something over $10, I'd be happy. $20, $50, I would be ecstatic. Just that we all came together and came to the same agreement and started moving in the same direction. Because what people also don't understand or realize is the only people that will have Pi when Pi launches phase 3 is the Pi community. I don't care what the exchanges do, because they have no numbers. They have no numbers to set any price on Pi. None. There is no trading volume on those exchanges in Pi right now. Anything that is trading, if there are exchanges trading Pi right now, it's not this project. It's not this project. There is no Pi from this project that can go out of the exchanges. None. Zero. Never has been. It won't until phase 3. So anything that's going on out there, and if it's people inside this community dealing with test Pi and all that, you're gone, man. You're out. You will be out of here. Yeah. Test Pi is test Pi. It's no good. It can't do nothing. And if you bought something with test Pi, you committed a fraud, man. You committed a fraud. That's where I think, that's my opinion, those will be the people who will kill Pi. The ones that are doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing now. Because if they're doing it now, they're doing it now, they ought to get the hell out. Yeah. Because you're not supposed to. It's not. We can't. See you. I'm getting to that point. I don't care anymore. You need to go, because you're not helping. You're hurting. You're actually hurting, and not helping, because you can't. Pi has his own timeline, his own time frame, his own thing. So anyway, when Pi launches, there is no Pi. There is no Pi. Well, people say supply and demand. I mean, the exchanges already have Pi listed at whatever they. I mean, I've heard anywhere from I don't know. I think one of the legitimate ones I heard was $4 a few weeks ago, down to 16. I mean, they got it down so many zeros. It's not even funny. Anyway, so somewhere between $4 and 10 cents does us in the community does us no good. None. Because we're already trusting and believing and using it at a higher value, buying power value. Okay. All these exchanges are punching numbers in that they. Okay. The supply that the exchanges will have will only think of Pi. Now think of Pi as a company. And us as the company, as Pi, as the community, as a company, are only going to issue X amount of stock. Means we're only going to put out X amount of Pi. There's no initial coin offering. There's nothing going on. These exchanges have no Pi. Even if I wanted to sell, how can I sell it? Because how do I know some exchanges are going to... Okay? Especially if they've been trading in illegal Pi or counterfeit Pi. Okay? So we as a company, community, will say, all right, we need to go to the exchange. But we're only putting out X amount of Pi. This is where we want Musk and all these high-time big investors and what. Yeah, we want them in a feeding frenzy like carpet at the causeway, man. That's where we want those guys. That's where we want them. Feeding like carpet at causeway. And we're just throwing out breadcrumbs. Yeah. It won't take long for exchange price to meet buying power value. Then we have true value. True value. 100% true value. It's just a starting place. Where it goes from there, because if we're moving and buying business and we have a strong economy, we have the dApps, we have the user interface, we have all the bells and whistles and all the stuff going on and whatever, okay, then you have a product. Pi is a product. To sell to the outside public, like Subway or Sears or whatever, Taco Bell, any business you can think of, you have a product to talk to them to sell. You can sell it. Getting them willing to take it. Yeah. That's the product. That's what Pi is looking to sell. Pi is looking to be a product to take to somebody for them to be willing to accept it, that we can use it on a global scale. And if you don't see what that has done, God help us. God help us. So, do I believe I believe the exchanges will list for whatever but it doesn't matter what they list it for. Because if you're willing to and wanting to and using it inside the community and the community is supplying the goods that you need or the wants that you need or whatever it is, why do you need to go outside? Okay. People are using crypto, trading it on the exchange, buying low, selling high, and making big profit. For what? To get a bigger bank account. For what? To tell you that I have a bigger bank account. I can go buy a bigger car, I can go buy a bigger boat, I can go buy a bigger house, I can go show off my money, I can buy better clothes, I can do whatever. That's what that's all about. That's what that's all about. Well, if I have a stack, no matter what my stack is, and we have a usable value, buying true buying power value. Okay. Why do I need it? Anyway, that's one of the benefits once we get into phase 3, that we all get an income of Pi for life. We all get it in. It might be little, and then maybe that's another way to look at it. We will all get an income of Pi for life, forever, as long as we're here. We will all get a little bit of Pi every day. Every day. Guaranteed, it's written. It's in the protocol. The protocol is written around it. We will get a little bit of Pi every day. So if we're only getting 1, 2, 3, 4 Pi a day, even 10, at least 2, 3, 4 Pi a day at something usable, I can buy what I need. People can buy what they need. Yeah. It's all about being able to buy what we need. Pi is about raising the standard of living for everybody inside the Pi community. All these guys are already out there and have all these millions and billions and trillions and whatever. Why do they need a standard of living raise? They are the highest standard of living there is. And I've heard a couple of them here as of late. I mean, I was listening to a couple of, like, up in the top 10 richest people in the world or whatever. And dude gave, I think he kept, like, for his family, to take care of his family for the rest of their lives, he kept like 20% or 25% of what he was worth. And he gave 80% of it away. And he was like, talking about it, what more do they need? What more do they need? Their lifestyle didn't even change. When you reach a point of you have what, if you reach a point to where you have what you need to survive today and get what you want for tomorrow, what more do you need? It's all about philosophy change of thinking. Okay. So, back to the original. Yes, I believe pi will have two values, but if you really look at it and see it and break it down, okay, we are in control of our own financial futures. And here's what I say, people are just willing to give up. They're willing to give up their control, their power, their who they are, what they do, okay? Because as soon as you say that way, or as soon as you say no, it can't, or whatever it is, you're giving the power and the control to somebody else. And if we have a strong time, it's there. We just have to make it happen. If we make that happen, we've gotten out from underneath central bank. We've gotten out from underneath government control. We have pretty much cut the strings from what's going on out there, and taking care of ourselves. Now, I'm not saying that pi will be a standalone currency, but pi will not be a standalone in the outside world. No, pi is looking to be a part of that world. As time goes on and things change, there will be other communities coming. There are probably communities coming up behind pi now, or communities that can make an easier transition into what's going on now. Yes, thank you, Bitcoin. Thank you, Ethereum. Yes, they've done a lot of the hard lifting and heavy work, but they've just made our job easier. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already been invented. We just need to improve it and make it bigger, make it better. Okay? Because once that happens, see, and I see pi going in a different direction. I see other communities like pi coming up, and I see, because of the way the space is, there will be people that are intertwined in all these currencies, digital currencies, not cryptocurrencies, digital currencies, being able to buy goods and services. Currency is money used to buy stuff. That's not currency. Money used to buy stuff. Well, if you have other communities like pi, and we're intertwined somewhere along the line, and somewhere along the line, I mean, with that many people, man, the sky's the limit. I can see manufacturing. I can see businesses supporting outside the pi community, because the way the world economy did work way back in when, the United States produced goods. We produced more goods than we could use as a country. We shipped our excess to someplace else because they wanted our excess. Someplace over here, they did their goods. It gets a little funky on it coming back the other way because of a little something. Anyway, they produced goods for their country, and they have surplus. We wanted their surplus. That's world economy. That's how the world economy started. Okay? Yes, it gets deeper and it goes into a lot of other stuff. But pretty much that's what, in the beginning, World War II, we were able to supply the military goods that the other countries needed to be able to fight the wars they were fighting. And war is a bad deal, but that's pretty much how it was. We were able to produce the goods that they needed. They bought them from us. How it all played out from there, okay? But that's the way the world was. So now you have communities like Pi and ones that are already here that are able to branch out and do like Pi. You think Pi's the only one? No. It ain't never gonna be. Well, we're intertwined with each other. We're going to be trading. This community, whatever they got going on, they have extra here. To say we're not going to trade with those other communities and it won't get intertwined in a way? Yeah. But now we're starting to look 5, 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road. And all of the models and all of the way the models are created and how they get through will be different than what we're using today. Will Pi be a part of it? Pi may be a part of that. So, I know I've gone over and I don't know what I explained it any better, but you just need I'm gonna cut this one off.